Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Dr. Nurhafizah Marfin from Faculty of Computer and Mathematical Sciences. Your ITM Shalom will be your instructor for Learning Objective 1, Chapter 1. First of all, we look at the learning objective, which is about to describe the project life cycle and to demonstrate its relationships with the system development life cycle. To have a more understanding about the project, we have to know about the definition of a project. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or results. Furthermore, operations is work done to sustain the business. Projects end when their objectives have been reached or the project has been terminated. Projects can be large or small, and it can take a short or long time to complete. Whereas we can define project management as the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities to meet project requirements. Managing a project includes several steps such as identifying requirements, establishing clear and achievable objectives, balancing the competing demands for quality, scope, time, and cost, and adapting the specifications, plans, and approaches to the different concerns and expectations of the various stakeholders. Now we look at the definition of project life cycle. We can define project life cycle, or PLC, as a collection of logical stages or phases that maps the life of a project from its beginning to its end, and in order to define, build, and deliver the product of the project. Example of the product is the information systems. Projects can be divided into phases to increase manageability and reduce the project risk. Furthermore, phase exits, stage gates, or kill points are decision points at the end of each phase to evaluate performance or to correct problems or cancel the project. Whereas fast tracking is the overlapping of phases to reduce the project's schedule. Now you can see the diagram of a generic project life cycle. In general, project life cycle have 5 phases. Start from define a project goal, followed by the planned project, and the third phase is execute project plan, then fourth phase is project, and the last phase is evaluate project. So this is the generic project life cycle phases, whereby for system development life cycle, from the general perspective, we have 5 phases, starting from planning, followed by analysis, design, implementation, and the last phases is maintenance and support. Now, this diagram shows you the relationship between the project life cycle and system development life cycle. From the diagram, you can see that the project life cycle related or have a link with system development life cycle in its third phases, which is execute project plan. Meaning that in any project that we define as the project, it will adopt the SDLC phases in the third phases of project life cycle, which is execute project plan. So this diagram shows you the relationship in order for the project to be identified as information technology project. There are several methods for SDLC that IT project can adapt it, such as waterfall method, rapid applications development, prototyping, spiral development, or extreme programming. Here we can see some examples of IT project, such as a small software development team adds a new feature to an internal software application for the finance department. A college campus upgrades its technology infrastructure to provide wireless internet access across the whole campus, or a cross-functional task force in a company decides what voice over internet protocol system to purchase and how it will be implemented. As a conclusion, for Learning Objective 1 for Chapter 1, information technology projects are organizational investments that require time, money, and other resources such as people, technology, facilities, and etc. Organizations expect some type of value in return for this investment. Benefits of IT projects, such as it enable the integration of technology in new products, services, or processes that can change existing relationships between an organization and its customers and suppliers, as well as among the people within the organization. So for Learning Objective 1, we have a mind mapping activity. As a student, your task is to define what a project management is and describe its attributes. So student, you can fill in the blank space and submit your answer in the feedback section. With that, I end my presentation and I hope you enjoy the task. Bye then. Bye. Thank you very much for your attention.